All right, good afternoon. Welcome back to Goldsboro, North Carolina. The Canes East beat TPA Nationals in Game 1. They take it 6-2 to advance to Game 2 today here on the same field, Field 1. They are taking on a familiar foe, the Beast North Carolina Black. From yesterday, you'll remember, they beat us 8-1 as we just struggled during Game 2 yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, the weather was bad. The unfortunate kind of hops were bad. This field is a little bit skittish, but we're looking to bounce back here against a team that is not as good as we are. Let's go with that.
So, again, it remains today in this game. I'll get it out here in a second that you have to win or go home. So, Canes looking for some payback here after yesterday's game. They would have to win this one to advance to Game 3. Game 3 would be right on this field if we were able to pull this one off as well. The only kind of thing I'm worried about right now is same as last game. Same umpiring crew. Not getting into balls and strikes and arguing anything like that, but don't know that I've ever been a part of a game where the two umpires do not like each other at all.
It is a wild vibe out there.
It is interesting to say the least. So we're getting ready to get underway here. Your Canes will be the visitors as they were the lower seed between these two teams today. Throw down from the catcher on the money. One hops to the second baseman there. And the batting order, if you were with us during Game 1, will be the same as Game 1. Leading things off will be Makai Gibbs. Number 13, Jake, waits on deck. Alongside for the ride, Coach Eli.
Hey, we're just here to provide some witticisms and, just kind of see little things. You're a professional here.
So we're getting ready to get underway. Number 23, toeing the rubber. Righty-righty matchup here. First pitch of the game coming down the pipe. In there for a strike to Makai. 0-1's the count. The only thing I will say is if we make it to the championship game, that will be 4 games in a day. Hoping I got battery power for that because we're going to need it, and that one misses.
That one looked pretty good too, but from where we are. That was outside. So, tough to tell inside, outside where we're standing. So he's missing outside there. And the umpire is calling it correctly so far. So.
Two balls, one strike. Pitcher comes set. Pitch home. Misses high, 3-1.
Felt like yesterday we just weren't patient enough against their pitching, and we kind of let them get a couple of lucky runs that just kind of spiraled. So we'll see if we can.
And Makai draws the base on balls to get things started. So hopefully that's good news for us. Like you said earlier, it seems when Makai gets on,
we score.
Things seem to work out in our favor. Makai gets a decent lead at first. First pitcher takes a look at him. He comes set. And steps off. That works Makai back. No throw.
So their first baseman's a lot smaller than the guy they had over there yesterday.
First pitch strike again. 0-1's the count. Makai at first. Jake at the plate. Number 10, Eli, waits on deck. Eli threw at Jim Game 1 if you were here with us for that. If not, go back and check it out. Fouled off down the first base line. That'll make it 0-2.
So far, just fastballs from the Beast pitcher. Nothing seemingly tricky or anything yet. Oh, that's a good hit and run by Jake.
And he's going to have to hustle. Safe. Beats the throw. That was a great play by number 99 in right field. Almost got Jake, but Jake got on his horse. And Makai was off on the hit. So don't know if that was a hit and run call, but it worked out. Puts runners on the corners here in the top of the first with number 10, Eli Suggs, stepping up to the plate.
And already we're in better shape against the Beast than we have in any inning last game.
Hour and 50 minutes. The start time was 11:41, so y'all can do the math at home. Or excuse me, 1:41, I'm sorry.
1:41.
Eli showing bunt. Pitcher comes set. Pitch. Misses high for a ball. Jay takes off to second. He'll reach second on the defensive indifference. 1-0 the count.
Well, the Canes dugout still engaged with their pumpkin chants. And that is roped.
Yeah, right out the middle. Another base hit for Eli on the day. Let's see if they're going to go send two. And they cut the throw off. That'll keep the runners at the corners. That'll be a single RBI. And put runners on the corners, and the Canes East jump out to a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first. They're pumped up and ready to go. And that'll bring up number 3, Bryson, to the plate.
Eli Suggs has had about a 10-game stretch of just roping balls, man. I can't, he's just on fire.
Eli's gone, shows bunt, pulls it back.
That's the first curveball that pitcher's thrown.
And Eli will take second on the defensive indifference. 2 runners in scoring position, 0-1 the count. Breaking ball drops in there for strike 2. Number 8, Jeremiah, waits on deck.
Back-to-back curveballs there. Bryson's going to have to protect now.
And chases one high for strike 3. So that'll bring up number 6, Jeremiah. Runners on the second and third. Swings through that one off speed, comes up empty. Pitcher comes set, the 0-1. That'll miss outside for a ball. Even the count, 1 ball, 1 strike.
If Jeremiah could somehow get a single here, it would open up the game pretty nicely.
The 1-1. Chase that one low, comes up empty. 1-2's the count. Jeremiah struggled during the first game a little bit. Looking to make a difference here. Moves up to the front of the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Number 14, Maddox, waits on deck. Pops it up a mile high down the first base line. First baseman giving chase. It'll drop foul and out of play. Jeremiah will live to see another one. One ball, 2 strikes. Jeremiah digs in. Pitcher's got his sign. He comes set. The pitch home.
Oh,
strokes that one into left field. That'll plate 1. Eli's thinking about it. And they're going to hold him up. And that was a beautiful hit by Jeremiah. Barreled that one up. Puts runners on the corners. 2-0 your score here in the top of the first.
I think if Darren would have known that that left fielder has no arm, he would have sent Eli there. He would have scored pretty easily, I think. But
so that'll bring up number 14, Maddox Stanley. As he digs in from the right side, looks down the third base line, gets his sign from Coach Neely. Eli on third, Jeremiah on first. Pitcher comes set. Pitch home, Jeremiah's gone. Pitch in low for a ball. And Jeremiah will reach second on the defensive indifference. Lucas Neely awaits on deck. Fouls that straight back. 1-1 the count. Maddox swinging a hot bat. Barreled a couple up in the first game today.
Must be the pink bat.
Must be. That's a very bright pink bat. I like it. The 1-1. Off speed, misses. 2-1's the count. The 2-1 offer. Misses low, 3-1 the count.
Maddox, a big hunter. I know that you're a big hunter as well. You're out here. Is it bow season, Chris?
It is rifle season.
It's rifle season.
As of Saturday, as of yesterday.
I feel like you're like out here with your other hobby.
Yeah. And swings through that one, comes up empty, works it to a full count. It's a full count here, one away. Payoff pitch. Misses outside for ball 4. And he'll draw a base on balls here. That'll load the bases.
Loaded up for Lucas.
That'll bring up number 2, Lucas Neely. He'll step in from the right side. Another righty-righty matchup. Bases juiced. Number 33, Reed, awaits on deck. Yesterday against this team had bases loaded in 2 different innings. Couldn't get anybody across. We'll see if that changes here. That misses outside for a ball. 1-0's the count.
Well, we're being selective.
A lot more pumped up today. They must have all got some rest yesterday. Pops it foul. Almost hit the light pole. That'll even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Eli at third, Jeremiah at second, and Maddox at first. Lucas in the box. 1 ball, 1 strike. Smith looks in, gets his sign. He likes what he's got. Comes set. The 1-1. And calls that one on the inside. The 1-2. And goes down looking. He called that a strike before it got across the plate. 2 away.
It'd be nice to have Reed hit something here so we can get some runs off these loaded bases. This can't even seem like a bit of an issue for our team.
2 outs, bases juiced. Pitch home. That'll miss for a ball. 1-0's the count. Number 11, Davis Whitley, awaits on deck. The 1-0. And therefore strike at the knees. 1-1's the count. The 1-1.
Yep.
Deep into right field, telling foul. Right fielder's on his horse. That'll go out of play.
Right fielder's got some speed out there. He got
He
it all
does.
the way to the fence.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 away here. Bases juiced for number 33, Reed. That'll send all the runners back. Suggs goes to third. Jeremiah goes to second. Maddox goes back to first. Nobody holding him on. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Smith looks in. He's got his sign. Comes set. The 1-2 offer. Could be trouble.
Gap. Oh, good play.
And they get out of it. But the Canes put 2 across. They take the lead. We go to the bottom of the first. You're watching Canes baseball here on the Two Dad Sports Network. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back. We're at the bottom of the first. The Canes put up a 2-spot in the top of the first. Leading things off on the bump for the Canes this game is number 8, or number 6 today, Jeremiah Mitchell towing the rubber. The righty comes set. First pitch into his battery mate. In there for a strike. 0-1's the count to Bryson behind the plate. First base, Reed. Second base is Davis. Third, shortstop, Jake. And third is Ander. Breaking ball drops in there. Strike 2. 0-2 the count.
We're going to find out how they like the speed. Jeremiah likes to pump it.
The 0-2. And he'll go down looking. 1, 2, 3. That'll bring right fielder is Maddox. Center fielder is Mackay. Left fielder is Mason. And that's your starting defense for your Canes today. That'll bring up number 14. First lefty that Jeremiah will see today. Righty-lefty matchup here. Strokes it into the glove. Or that's on the exchange.
That's on the exchange.
Yeah, first baseman's calling him out. That's on the transfer, so he is out. Yeah. So it was on the exchange there. And was that Ander?
Yeah.
So Ander will be credited with that one. Yeah, you can see it right here on the exchange as he comes up. 2-away. Pops it deep into center field. Mackay on his horse to the left. Maddox ranging over. They call it off. 1, 2, 3. Go the Beast. We go to the top of the second. 2-0 your score. You're watching Canes East Baseball here on the Two Dad Sports Network. All right, we go to the top of the second, leading things off this half inning. Number 11, Davis Whitley. Number 12, Mason Brown awaits on deck.
So one thing that happened last inning was, I don't know who was in right field. Was that Maddox in right field?
Maddox was in right.
Maddox called off Mackay, and that's always a good sign when the outfielders are talking to each other.
That'll miss low for a ball. One is counting, yeah, because against this game yesterday, we keep going back to it. It's just the communication was not there.
Right.
Looks in, gets a sign. The 1-0. That'll miss high. 2-0. The 2-0 offer. In there for a strike. 2-1's the count. The 2-1. That'll miss outside. 3-1 hitters count here for Davis as the dugout decides to wake up here. Pitch home. Ropes it. Could be trouble. Good grab by the shortstop. Long throw across the field. Not in time. He is safe. Base hit by Davis Whitley.
Good little.
That'll bring up number 12, Mason Brown. I told Davis if he hit it over the fence, I would mic him up next game. So
I feel like an infield single is the same as that. Well, we should mic him up.
I don't even know if I brought my mics, to be honest with you. I might have left them at the house.
I'd like to know
Probably should have checked that first.
I'd like to know what Inside El Capitan has for us.
Davis gets his lead at first. Long, long look. Throw home. Misses inside. Wear it, young man. You're wearing $100 in Evo Shield safety stuff.
I feel like you should be sponsored by Evo Shield.
I feel like we should.
Evo Shield wants to give you some money. I think they should be.
Looks down the third base line, gets his sign from Coach Neely. He's going to dig back in. 1-1's the count. Davis with a good lead. Pitch home. Oh, that caught the catcher and the umpire. Fouled it straight back. Finds himself in a 1-2 hole.
He's chatting to himself up there. He liked that pitch.
Yeah, I think he was ready to send that one. He just missed that one. He'll dig back in. What do you think they go back with? Off speed here? Or just try to blow it by him? The 1-2. Like chased it high for strike 3. He knew it as soon as he started swinging at it.
Kind of got caught in a tough count there.
Yeah.
He's been mixing his pitches pretty good. You got to jump on him early, I think.
That'll bring up Ander. He'll step in from the left side. And Mackay waits on deck. Ander digs in, 1 out. Davis still with his lead at first. Strike in there. 0-1's the count.
It's on the outside. We'll see,
Smith looks in, has got his sign. He comes set. That'll drop. Second baseman's going to have to go to first for the out. He'll advance the runner over.
And it's just out in front of that one.
Yeah. He took just enough off of it for him to be out in front of it. But moves the runner into scoring position. That'll bring Mackay up. Top of the lineup, number 13, Jake, awaits on deck. Mackay digs in from the right side. Davis with his lead at second. Nobody holding him on. Middle infield plays back. 2 away here in the top of the second. He's gone. And that'll miss.
And Davis stole over to third with no throw.
Well, they didn't even talk about it. So that puts a run 90 feet away, 1-0 the count. Nice pitch down the outer half. Sails high and inside, 2-1 the count. Mackay digs in, back of the box. Smith looks in, has got his sign. 2 balls, 1 strike. Davis dancing off a third. That'll miss outside, 3-1. Waiting on deck, number 13, Jake. Mackay 0 for 0 on the day. Leadoff walk to get things going.
Great fastball count here from Mackay. He likes to turn on these.
3-1. That'll miss low, ball 4, and he's got back-to-back walks. That'll put runners on the corners. That'll bring up number 13, Jake. He steps in from the right side. Runners on the corners, 2 away. Looking to push somebody across here. Mackay's gone. Pitch in. Misses for a ball. 1-0's the count. Mackay reach on the defensive indifference.
Single here would be nice. Yep, got it.
That'll do it. That'll plate 1 run. And Jake's bat stays hot. Mackay's coming. Slides in. Jake goes to second. He's in there. Woo, that was close.
So I think Darren figured out that left fielder can be run on because he didn't hesitate to send Mackay around there, and Mackay's fast enough that throw wasn't even close. Jake took advantage.
And Jake slides into second. When I say he got a hand before the tag, he got a hand before the tag. That'll bring up number 10, Eli Suggs. Number 3, Bryson awaits on deck. Eli digs in, runner at second, 2 away. Pitch home. Sails high, misses, 1-0's the count. One ball, no strikes. And there for a strike. 1-1's the count.
Eli looking to avenge. No, he got a single last game. I was thinking the last at bat. I was thinking the last game.
The 1-1. Breaking ball sails high. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Well, I think the dugout's got the pumpkin in the pitcher's head here. So
I don't know what pumpkin it. We forgot to ask that in between games to find out.
I think it's all from TikTok, Chris.
The ticky-tock. Lays off that one. 3-1's the count.
It can all be traced back to a couple things. Taylor Swift or TikTok. These are the things that the kids like.
Who's Taylor Swift?
She's Travis's girlfriend.
Allegedly. That'll miss into dirt. Kick away. Jake will take off to third. And Suggs will jot down to first. Time called as the coach goes out. Hey, if anybody's watching the game that has my cell phone number, or if you can in the chat, just let me know. My replay monitor here that we watch, the live feed that I monitor the feed with keeps skipping a little bit. So if that's doing that at home, somebody let me know so I can figure out what it is. It keeps freezing up on me, and hopefully it's just my end. It's not on your end. 4-0 your score here in the top of the second. Runners on the corners. That'll put Jake at third, Eli at first. Now batting will be number 3, Bryson, the catcher. Number 8, the pitcher, Jeremiah, will be on deck.
Just never know about this Wayne County cellular service. So,
well, I've got a sneaky suspicion I know what it is, if it is doing it.
Boy, it's gotten exciting here, though. I'll tell you what, field 1 is bumping right now.
Runner's gone, pitch high, and he'll reach on the defensive indifference. 1-0 the count.
We've kept him at the bases on second and third this entire inning, just keeping the beast a little bit on edge.
That'll miss low, 2-0 to count. Two balls, no strikes. Bryson at the plate. Runners on, scoring position.
Ooh, that one looked good.
We'll call that a ball somewhere. I don't even know anymore.
We're a little behind there, so it's tough to see. But so high, I didn't see it.
It must have been, based off the camera angle there. I'm not 100% sure. Thank you, Brooks. 3-0 to count. Sails high and inside, ball forward. That'll load the bases.
What'd Brooks say?
He was responding that the stream looks good.
Oh, right.
So I was just making sure that this freezing is just on my end and it's not at home.
Broadcasting legend Brooks White.
Yes.
Coming in and bailing us out with the thumbs up.
Yes. And we're going to have a pitch and change here, as this will be the second meeting of the mind. So we're going to step aside here. Y'all take a break, go to the pantry, get you something to eat, and then get back comfortable. You know what? The Panthers are playing the Dolphins right now. Not that you need to watch that. So I'm sure the Panthers are going to get their first win today this season. You're watching Canes Baseball. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back. New pitcher in Johnson, number 3 for the Beast as he toes the rubber. Jeremiah will dig in. Bases juiced here.
Let's see if Jeremiah can have a similar outcome as the first at bat where he laced a nice single over to left field.
First pitch misses, 1-0's the count. Jake at third, Eli at second, Bryson at first. 1-0 the count to Jeremiah. Maddox Stanley awaits on deck. The 1-0.
Oh, that is juiced.
Oh, he drilled that one deep.
Out.
That is going. Oh, off the fence. That was 300 feet easy. Jeremiah's thinking 3. Throw to third, not in time. Sliding triple in for Jeremiah. Wow. That man, he barreled that ball up. Bases clearing, triple for Jeremiah.
Well, that was a shot.
Absolute shot. And that'll bring up number 14, Maddox Stanley, 2 away. Jeremiah dances off a third, or did they get a run? Or they're going to let him run here?
They're going to let him run.
Breaking ball misses outside, 1-0's the count. I mean,
when you hit the fence,
you got to let him run. Man, he hit the top of the fence on that. That was, oof. The 1-0.
You just don't see that at this age very often.
2-0.
A field this size.
At 2-0's the count. Lucas Neely awaits on deck. Pitch home. Fouls it back and out of play, 2-1.
And the old adage that walks will kill you, that's exactly what happened there. We walked the bases loaded and had to bring a fastball to a big guy, and they made him pay for it.
And breaking ball that he gets on top of, but fouls it back. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuces wild here in the top of the second. Maddox digs in. Johnson comes set, the 2-2. And he'll come up empty. But the Canes push 5 across. We go to the bottom of the second. 7-0 your score. You're watching Canes Baseball here on the Two Dad Sports Network. We'll be back right after this. All right, here we go. It's bottom of the second. Jeremiah towing the rubber for the Canes. First pitch in from Jeremiah. Breaking ball in there for a strike. 0-1's the count. Lucas Neely goes to second. Everything else, I think, remains the same. The 0-1 offer from Jeremiah. Blows that one by him, comes up empty. 0-2. The 0-2 offer. Comes up empty, strike 3. That'll bring up number 32 for the Beast. He steps in from the right side. Righty-righty matchup here. Jeremiah looks in, comes set, delivers. Fouled off. 0-1's the count.
Jeremiah so far has thrown 8-9 pitches, and they've all been strikes.
The 0-1. Breaking ball drops in there off speed, man. That was a good pitch. The 0-2. And he'll go down looking. Back-to-back strikeouts. 2-way.
11 straight strikes to start the game.
That's crazy. Absolute crazy.
On this umpire, too. Who knows?
Yeah. That'll bring up number 37 to the plate. That'll miss. There you go. You talked it up.
I jinxed him. I mean,
time to bring in a relief pitcher. Let's go to the bullpen. He threw a ball.
I mean, we're up there. He's starting to drop.
And that one misses as well. 2-0's the count. So 2 balls, no strikes, 2-away. Number 37 digging in. Strokes that one right between the 5-6 hole for the first base hit for the Beast today. And they've got a runner on here in the bottom of the second. And for anyone interested, I had a 6-point buck on my camera at 11:09 today while we were here playing baseball.
Are you saying that we've got to go out and get him?
The things we do for our kids, well, I could have been in a tree stand, is all I'm saying. 1-0 the count. And
number 19 showing up the ump here. I'm not sure if that's the smart move. Sometimes you just take the L and go on with it. But.
Fouls that back. 1-2's the count. I mean, I agree with you. That was not a strike, but
you can't show up the ump. You just have to grit your teeth a little bit. You can let your coaches yell at him, but as a player, you're going to get in trouble about that stuff.
The 1-2. Ropes that one to center. Drops right in front of Mackay. He'll make the grab and back-to-back singles, and they've got something cooking here. Mackay probably could have come up with that, but he's a little deep. You don't want it to get past you on a dive and give up an unnecessary run. That'll bring up number 7. Jeremiah checks the runner at second. Pitch home. Pops it up. Jeremiah calls ball, and they leave 2 stranded. We go to the top of the 3rd.
Well,
we go to the top of the 3rd here. I'm trying to do too many things at one time here. 7-0 your score. You're watching Canes Baseball here on the Two Dad Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, we go to the top of the third, leading things off this half inning. Number 2, Lucas Neely steps in. First pitch misses for a ball, says Blue.
Well, the other dugout has started to chirp a little bit.
No, that was inside. The 1-0.
Oh, Lucas.
Get down ball. Yes, sir. Base hit for Lucas. And the hits continue as my phone's being stupid here. Get off of this. What was that? I was doing something.
It was a swing and strike.
Okay, swing and a miss. 0-1. Sorry, my phone froze up here. Having all grades of issues. The 0-1.
Sometimes we wait for the legends, so you know.
Number 33, Reed at the plate here. Davis on deck. The 0-2. Fouls it back to stay alive.
Reed trying to match the output of his Pamlico Power Twin.
That will be on the Sports Center later tonight. Just watch it, and I'm sure it'll be there. 0-2's the count. Pitch home. Oh, he comes up swinging. Goes by him. One away. That's going to bring up number 11, Davis Whitley. Number 12, Mason Brown, awaits on deck. Davis digs in from the right side.
Davis with the infield single last time up. Let's see if we can.
That'll miss, kick away.
Lucas a little conservative over there on first.
Coach Phillip telling him, what in the world? He should have been on second by now. For those of you watching, if you can see in your right corner, Coach Phillip is first base line wearing athletic wear. I don't think I've ever seen Coach Phillip in athletic pants and things, so that's interesting to see. The 1-0. Misses low, 2-0's the count.
Coach Phillip informed me that it's almost time to plant the strawberries, so that's coming up here if anyone's interested, you know.
The 2-0.
Nope.
Heads up. That was a great job by Lucas there. Because he could have been doubled up very easily right there. Good, solid hit from Davis, just right to the mid of the second baseman.
Unfortunate there.
That'll bring up number 12, Mason Brown. He went down swinging or looking. One of the two. He struck out either way his last at bat. He'll miss for a ball. 1-0's the count.
Well, that was about the pitch he swung at.
Yeah, that's right. He did.
So
he chased one high.
Good that he laid off that one.
Number 7, Ander awaits on deck. Lucas with his lead at first. The 1-0.
Oh.
Oh! That is an error all day.
No,
that's an error. That's not a hit. That's not a. That's an error.
Ate him up, man. It came up on it.
Man, that went off his glove. That was an error.
Didn't know how to play it. It was probably knuckling. It was a good hit. Be proud, Dad.
Yes, he hit the ball, but it was an error.
Look, we all got to take our victories where we can find them, man.
My stats don't matter anyway.
I'm calling it a hit.
Swing and a miss. That was a healthy swing there from Ander. It just comes up empty, and we have time called.
It's a weird time to call a timeout there on an 0-1 count.
So Coach called time and came out to have a talk. He didn't like something he was seeing with his defense there. And going to come out and have a talk with him. Lucas Neely at second, Mason Brown at first after the error at shortstop.
I called it a hit.
That's an error.
We're getting yelled at by the
error. That's Grandma.
By Grandma.
Grandma's having a fit.
I feel like
that was a E all day long.
Dad's being a little harsh on his own child here.
0-1's the count. All right, well, let's get back to it. 2 outs.
Feedback from the gallery here, Chris.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to make it out of here alive.
Well, you're sitting on the bloody side, so I'm good. The 0-1. Come up empty again. Good cut by Ander, just coming up empty.
He's a little late on these.
Top of the lineup, number 5, Mackay waits on deck. The 0-2. Barrels that one up. That could be trouble.
That's gonna get caught.
Foul. Hey, man, he's battling there, Dad.
Well, we'll see.
All the fun in the world right here.
Your kid's going back to back on the at-bats here.
This is very easy to do when it's not your kid involved, whether they're pitching, batting, whatever the case may be.
Hey, we even call it the Two Dads Network.
That's right.
We're invested here.
That's right. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Lucas and Mason with their leads. Pitch home. Strokes that one to the second baseman. He comes up, fires to first, and gets the out. That was a good barrel up there. Just came up a little on the inside. They'll leave 2 stranded. We go to the bottom of the third. 7-0 your score. You're watching Canes baseball here on the Two Dads Sports Network. All right, welcome back as we go to the bottom of the third here. Jeremiah still towing the rubber for the Canes. And a couple defensive changes for you here. Eli is at third, Jake's at short, Lucas at second, Reed's at first. Ander moves to right, Mackay in center. And I think Davis is in the left. First pitch in for a strike from Jeremiah. 0-1's the count.
That is DeWitt in left. You can tell because he's rocking the short sleeves tonight, even though it's chilly out there.
The 0-1. Breaking ball, strike 2.
Ooh, a little foul ball shot in there.
The 0-2. That'll miss low. 1-2's the count. What do you say?
2 balls, 1 strike.
I thought
I thought
it should be 1-2.
It should be 1-2 as well. I'm not sure. He switched the count on us.
That'll miss.
Yeah, he's saying 3-1.
That's not right. Unless I missed something.
Maybe the first pitch was a ball.
Now it's full count.
You never really know with this guy. He doesn't call it very loudly. It's tough to pick up. I'm not even sure the audience at home knows what's going on.
Not with us doing play-by-play, they don't. Full count, payoff pitch.
Oh,
that'll miss. Ball 4.
See, even the batter didn't even realize he had 4 strikes. Or 4 balls, sorry.
All right, that'll put the leadoff runner on. Nobody out here. That'll bring up number 4 to the plate. As Mitchell continues to swing the bat. Number 4 digs in, runner at first. Reed holding him on.
Big Big lead over at first there.
In there for a strike. 0-1's the count. And the 0-1 offer. Runner's gone.
Huge jump
in there
the
for
runner.
strike 2. He'll reach on the defensive indifference. That puts a beast runner in scoring position with nobody out here in the bottom of the third. The 0-2 offer. And he'll go down swinging. Throw to first. Gets the out. Throw across the field.
Not much you could do there. You're going to have to get the out at first. Guy's going to run on that throw. So we unfortunately give the guy to third on the bounce strike there. But
so with a runner in scoring position 90 feet away for the Beast and one away, that'll bring up number 23. He steps in from the right side. Righty-righty matchup here. First pitch missed. 1-0's the count.
I guess outside on that.
That's what we're going to go with. The 1-0. Off speed misses. 2-0 to count. Comes up empty. 2-1. Jeremiah checks the runner at third. Comes set. The 2-1 offer. Pops it up, foul and out of play. 2-2's the count.
Kind of weird trolling going on from their own dugout.
Jeremiah looks in, gets a sign. He likes what he's got. Comes set, checks the runner at third. The 2-2. And he'll go down looking for out number 2.
I'm not sure how Jared was supposed to hit that with his own dugout, giving him the business.
Yeah, they were
giving it.
They were a little rough on him there.
Telling him to look for curveballs and stuff. I mean, who does this?
Number 21 will dig in from the right side for the Beast, as they still have 190 feet away and 2 away.
I like to do things a little differently on that team, I guess.
Breaking ball in there for a strike. 0-1's the count. Jeremiah checking the runner over at third. The 0-1. Swing come up empty. 0-2's the count.
That thing was humming.
137 on the radar.
Regular Mark Fidrich up there.
The 0-2. Try to change his eyesight, elevate it a little bit. Just a little up out of the strike zone there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner 90 feet away at third. Batter digs in. Jeremiah looks in. He's got his sign. Checks the runner. Comes set. The 1-2 offer. And he'll go down looking for out number 3. They leave one stranded. We go to the top of the fourth. 7-0 your score here in Goldsboro. You're watching Canes baseball here on the Two Dads Sports Network. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back as we go to the top of the fourth. Makai Gibbs to get things started here. Number 13, Jake, waits on deck. First pitch in, little toe tapper down the third base line. Could be trouble. Makai is on his horse.
Easy.
And he'll reach base with a single. That was trouble for the third baseman there. Try to make that play. And that'll bring up number 13, Jake. I need to just quit doing the intro music. The other team is playing music, and we can't turn the mics on, but so early so we don't get copyrighted with music heard over YouTube.
That was a good little infield single from Makai, keeping the beast off balance. Third baseman had no shot with that speed.
Jake's going to show bunt here. Pull it back for a ball. Makai takes off. Throw down to second. Not in time.
I'm not 100% sure what got said, but it seemed funny. So.
That's the reason we don't have mics in the dugouts. 1-0 to count. Makai dancing off a second with the stolen base. And therefore, strike. 1-1's the count. And the 1-1. That'll miss low. Keep having to look up and check to make sure that's a ball.
Canes are looking to tack on some runs here to possibly end this if we can get out of the next inning, I believe. Am I wrong about that?
Hopefully. The 2-1?
Is it 8 after 4?
10 after 4.
10 after 4.
10 after 4, 8 after 5.
Yeah.
3-1 the count to Jake. Hitters count here. Pitcher comes set. Pitch home. And ball 4.
That looked like a good pitch, but it's probably outside. Catcher tried to frame it, and Jake confidently shuffles on down to first.
And with that, that's going to bring up number 10, Eli Suggs. Runners at first and second. Makai at second. Jake at first. Eli digs in from the right side. Righty-righty matchup here.
Eli looking for one of those fastballs that he can drive to the wall. The blue tarp back there.
The 1-0. He was swinging for the fence. Comes up empty. 1-1's the count. Eli digs back in. The 1-1. That'll miss. Not a bad breaking ball. Just missed the outside half. Yeah, this thing just keeps freezing up.
Chase that high fastball there.
Yeah, he's wanting a base hit so bad. Let's try this. Two balls, 2 strikes to Eli here. Pitcher looks in, long look in. Got what he wants. 2-2. That'll miss outside, full count. So again, Makai at second, Jake at first. Eli digs in, back of the box. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pitcher looks in, has got his sign, takes a look at Makai, second baseman holding him. He'll bounce off. Swing and a miss and comes up empty for strike 3. So with 1 away, that's going to bring up number 3, Bryson. Middle infield plays back, looking to turn 2.
Well, number 3 needs to savor that flavor because Eli has been on fire lately, and sitting him down on strikes is not an easy task.
Breaking ball drops in there for a strike. 0-1's the count. The 0-1 offer. Locked him up.
Bryson's seen a lot of curveballs a day.
He has. That poor kid. That seems like about all he gets.
About 6 or 7 curveballs a day.
No balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Pitch home. And goes down looking. Back-to-back strikeouts. That'll bring up number 8, Jeremiah, your pitcher. His last at bat, he touched the top of the fence. They're going to back the outfield up.
They're going to back him up to the fence, Chris.
I'd bunt.
Bunt him.
That'll put Maddox on deck. Oh, he laid off of it. He wants it bad. 1-0's the count.
I mean, actually, the left fielder's not all that deep. Center fielder, maybe. I mean, he could hit this thing over the kid's head again.
The 1-0.
2. There you go.
I was going to say.
That was right up on his shoulders. That's about that's a pretty good pitch to him, I think.
1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch home. We'll lay off that one. 2-1's the count.
I mean, he's 2 for 2 today against the Beast. I'm thinking if I'm the Beast pitching coach, I'm like, let's work around him and get to some of the other guys.
2-1. Oh, breaking ball drops in there.
But they're challenging him.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Deuces Wild, top of the 4th. 7-0 your score. Pitcher's got his sign. He comes set. The 2-2 offer.
High. Mackay safe.
And Mackay with the stolen base.
So now Jake will be off on the pitch here. Not that he wouldn't anyway, but 3-2 and 2 outs.
Full count, 2 away. He shakes off his first sign. Likes his second. He's gone. Pitch. That'll miss. Ball 4. So bases juiced for number 14, Maddox Stanley, as he steps up to the right side of the box. And here we are again, Coach Eli. Bases juiced. 2 outs.
Hey, Maddox has got to deliver here. He did it last game. He can do it this time.
Johnson comes set. Pitch home. Misses low. 1-0's the count. East-Neely awaits on deck.
We call him Smiley.
The 1-0. You're fine. That'll miss low. 2-0.
You know, that might have been the strike, but that catcher yanked that thing in the zone so far. I mean, he's trying to frame it, but it was like a 4-foot frame. I don't know what he's doing there.
Not getting the call.
Oh, he yanked it.
Yeah.
Way too far. That looked good, too. Our angle's terrible here, but we don't
Yeah, I'm looking at the replay. It's high and outside.
Yeah.
3-0. Pitch home. And he'll call that a strike before it hits the mitt. 3-1's the count. Ceremonial. 3-0 strike 1.
Maddox knows the zone. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, that was a strike. He was taken all the way there. The 3-1 offer. Pops it up. First base side. First baseman giving chase. It's going to go out of play. Full count. A lot. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases juiced. Mackay at third. Jake at second. Jeremiah at first. Payoff pitch. And right fielder ranges back, comes in, 2 steps, makes the grab, and they leave 3 stranded. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 7-0 your score here in Goldsboro. You're watching Canes Baseball here on the 2 Dad Sports Network. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back to Goldsboro. We go to the bottom of the fourth. A couple defensive changes for you. Reed's at first, Lucas at second, Jake's at short, Eli's at third. Davis in left, Mackay in center, Mason goes to right. Jeremiah towing the rubber, Bryson still behind the plate. 7-0 your score here. Pitch in, swinging a miss for a strike. 0-1's the count.
They are batting 13 people. This is the 13th batter.
I think they batted all 13 yesterday. It was just got a little confused yesterday. The 0-1. Off speed misses. 1-1's the count.
It was confusing yesterday. They brought up a scorecard that had a bunch of cross lines and arrows, and who knew what was going on.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1-2's your count.
You don't usually encounter that kind of malfeasance at this level of baseball.
The 1-2 offer. Misses low and away. Tried to get him to chase. He laid off of it. That'll work it to a 2-2 count. The 2-2 offer. Off speed. Goes down looking. Strikeout.
Well, their coach is losing it over here on the third base side here.
That was a strike. Looking at the replay here.
He is yelling at the umpire. And
that'll bring up number 3 for the Beast, Johnson. He steps in. Righty-righty matchup here. Fouls it back for a strike. 0-1's the count.
No balls and 1 strike.
it's a weird little scene going on out here on field 1.
The 0-1 offer.
The E-cap.
And fouls that one off. 0-2.
No balls and 2 strike.
Oh, boy.
That's directed at the third base coach's box
It
there.
absolutely is. Might be a brawl out on Buck Swamp here. Careful, boys.
The 0-2 offer. Little roller up to Lucas. He'll come up, throw to first, and 2 away. So that'll be Lucas to on it.
Reed.
Mess that up. Trying to make sure I get everybody tagged here. So that'll be Lucas. Oh, screw it. 2 away.
You don't become a legend in the industry by just
Good backhand by Jake. Throw across the field. Not in time,
Oh,
but
that
a
was
great
close.
play. That was a great play by Jake.
You know, if he had Sean Dunstan's arm, he would have made that play. But that was an amazing play in the
Yeah, I
hole.
mean, you can't ask for anything more than that right there. Tell you what, him and Eli have made some outstanding plays at shortstop.
They absolutely have.
Runner at first, pitch home, misses, ball 1. 1-0's the count.
It's a good problem to have when you have multiple people that can play good infield.
Jeremiah comes set. Pick attempt over to first, not in time. 1-0's the count.
What I love about Jeremiah and Reed, they both play on the same travel team. They're both from Pamlico, and they both have glasses that turn sunglasses in the sun.
And that's going to get out to Mason in right field. It's not going to have a play on the hard ground ball. Good throw into second, way over through the second baseman.
Good back.
No harm, no foul there. So back-to-back singles here. So that puts runners at first and second, 2 away here. That'll bring up number 34, the catcher for the Beast. So
I'm not sure what's going on here. That's they're running for.
well, they're sending him back out there.
Is he getting a pep talk?
They were wanting a runner, but he has to be a pitcher or catcher, I think, to have a runner unless you're injured, right?
Yeah, Not 100% sure what he's doing here. He might have. Oh, he's either cramping or he's got some sort of muscle issue here. He's trying to make him stretch.
Oh, they don't have they're batting their entire lineup, so they don't have a sub.
That's right.
The sub out.
So he's got to run. The man's out there working his knee.
All right, so while they're doing that, this is game 2 today for the Canes. If they have to keep winning to go on, they would. If they win this game, they have a third game to play. If they win that game, then they would play in a championship game. So it's going to take a lot for them to play all 4 games. It's going to take a lot for me to be able to stream all 4 games. I don't know if I got enough juice for it. I think I do, though.
Well,
we should be okay.
I know for sure we're going to be sitting here talking into no power mics, just to keep the flow going.
I got enough battery packs, and we got power here. I'll figure out how to turn it on. There's a circuit breaker there I can hit. All right, I think we're good to go here.
I do want to point out one thing. Their third base coach has one of the more interesting coaching outfits I've ever seen. Just full sweats and pink Vans.
Yeah.
Just pink Vans.
I like them.
I'm going to assume that's for October, but I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
he just rolls those every day.
Rocks them.
That's fascinating. You don't usually see baseball coaches rocking pink Vans.
So runners at first and second. 2 away here, 1 strike. Number 34 digs back in from the right side. Righty-righty matchup here. Jeremiah's looking in, getting his sign. He's got what he wants. Checks the runner at second. Nobody holding him on. Pitch home. And therefore strike. 0-2 to count.
Jeremiah's flummoxed them all day. Might go with a high fastball here. Or
The 0-2 offer. Fouls it back and out of play. Jeremiah looks back in. Nobody holding the runners. Pitch home. In there, 4, strike 3. They leave 2 stranded. We go to the top of the 5th. 7-0 your score here in Goldsboro. You're watching Canes East-Neely Baseball here on the Two Dad Sports Network. We'll be back right after this. All right, we go to the top of the fifth here, Coach Eli. 7-0 your score. Leading things off this half inning will be number 2, Lucas Neely. Number 33, Reed, your first baseman, awaits on deck as the Canes are trying to put some more across home plate. First pitch in to Lucas, fouls it back. 0-1's the count.
Lucas is ready to rock up there.
Had a good hit earlier, just a straight-up barrel. Lucas's bat seems to be coming along here. The 0-1. He knew it too. Just by the look on his face, you could tell. He digs back in. The 0-2.
Nope.
Pops that one up into center field. Could be trouble. Makes the grab.
Good jump on
away.
The ball by the center fielder there. I was going to say, last inning, it looked like Jeremiah got a call on the outside of the plate that mainly I think is because Bryson set up out there.
Yeah.
And he hadn't really called that all game, and I could see where the other coach might be a little bit fired up. But
so with one away, Reed will step in. He chases one in the upper part of the zone. 0-1's the count. That'll put number 11, Davis Whitley, on deck. The 0-1. Woo!
that was hot.
Man, that almost took out about 6 people.
Well, these fields with their little tiny fences, and that just shot through the little window there, about eye level.
The 0-2 offer.
That's why you got to pay attention out here.
Leaves that one alone. 1-2's the count. And the 1-2 offer. Got under it, popped it up. First baseman says he's got it. He calls everybody off and makes the grab for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. Go the Canes thus far. That'll bring up number 11, Davis Whitley. Number 12, Mason, awaits on deck.
I mean, it'd be nice to get another run here so we can not have to play another inning if we can get out of it, you know. Just kind of linger. If you linger in baseball, you never know.
Pitch home. Right up. Good grab by the second baseman. Throw across the field and out number 3. 1-2-3 go the Canes. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Still nursing a 7-run lead here in Goldsboro. You're watching Canes baseball here on the Two Dad Sports Network. We'll be back right after this. All right, we go to the top of the 5th. Jeremiah still towing the rubber. Suggs, Eli's at third. Jake's at short. Davis, Reed, and Anders in left. That's the only change. First pitch in. Barrels it up to short center field. And that gets past Mackay. Mason there to back him up. No harm, no foul. And therefore a single to get things started here. And he threw that. He threw that one in there, a little off speed, and he just barreled it up. That'll bring up number 37.
had a single last time through this 5-6 hole. Not this time. Oh, what a catch.
Did he catch
He
that?
caught that.
Wow.
Kind of set up for it, and the wind still took it. And he was able to spin around and snag it Willie Mays style with over his shoulder.
You know, and that gets back to it's a good thing that we had room in the cap to go out and get 2 players for this weekend.
That's the NIL deals.
It's the best $10 million we've spent this weekend so far. That's a little low for a ball. 1-0's the count.
Hey, travel baseball is a weird mercenary business sometimes.
I wish I'd have started it when I was about 2.
Would have worked.
The 1-0. Foul tipped into the Beast dugout. 1-1's the count. Jeremiah toes the rubber. Runner gets his lead. Reed holding him on at first. Checks the runner at first. Comes set. The 1-1. Breaking ball misses outside. 2-1's the count. Comes up empty. Evens the count 2-2. He does a great job at mixing up his speeds, too. Just keeping you off balance.
I mean, it's fast, it's slow, it's up, it's down, it's all over. It's right around the plate, though, too. He's not missing. If he misses, it's a ball off.
Oh, that was a pretty breaking ball in there for a strikeout. Saw that movement from here. So with 2 away and a runner at first, that's going to bring up number 7 for the Beast. He digs in from the right side, so another righty-righty matchup here. And this is low and away. 1-0's the count. The 1-0. Toe tapper down to third base line. Eli grabs, throws across the field. He's safe. He beat it out by about a step. That was a good throw by Eli. Just a slow roller to him.
Fired that over. Eli's kind of got a big wind-up. Maybe that was just enough time for
maybe that and just the slow roll to him. That thing just barely came off the bat. That'll bring up number 16. Runners at first and second, 2 away.
Would have been a good play either way. That was a tough play for Eli.
Good backhand by Jake.
He stopped it.
Yeah, just nothing he could do with it.
That saves a run.
That'll bring up number 4. Bases juiced. Bottom of the 5th. The Beast are threatening. Number 4 digs in. Pitch home. Pops it up, fouling out of play. 0-1's the count. They need to put some nets up here.
No joke. I mean, it is wildly open if you're just standing here. Like, there's tall guys behind the fence on the other side there.
That are taller than the fence. The 0-1 offer from Jeremiah. Breaking pitch misses. 1-1 the count.
That is either outside, but it looked so good.
Yeah, it's missed outside. And the 1-1 offer. In there for strike 2. 1-2 the count.
You know what's good about it's not great about giving infield singles up, but I mean he's doing it on like first pitches and stuff, so he's not really working deep counts.
The 1-2. Goes around, and they leave 3 stranded. We go to the top of the 6th. 7-0 your score here in Goldsboro. You're watching Canes Baseball here on the Two Dad Sports Network. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back as we go to the top of the sixth, leading things off this half inning. The two lefties, number 12, Mason, number 7, Ander. Top of the lineup, Mackay waits in the hole.
The two harshest kids judged on the Two Dads Network.
That's right. That's right. Mason will lead things off here. Righty-lefty matchup.
Had a single last at bat, Dad?
No, it was that was an error. Everybody else here says it was a single, but if he hadn't got a glove on it, not that my stats don't matter, so it doesn't matter what I think. The 1-0. Good hit to the shortstop. He's going to have to hustle, throw across the field, and gets him.
Back on.
He's barreling it up. I will give him that.
That was good bat on that ball, just coming to be right at the shortstop. Fast enough to rush the throw a little bit. First baseman did pull off the bag and then got back on.
See, if it had been an error, he'd have been on. All right, that moves Ander to the left side. Mackay waits on deck. Pitcher steps off. Fouls it off. 0-1's the count.
Way out in front of that one.
No balls, 1 strike. Ander digs in. Sails high. That'll even the count, 1-1. Just need about a 20-minute half inning here. That'll look like it was down the heart of the plate. It was belt high. Yeah, outer half. The 1-2. That'll miss. 2-2's the count. The 2-2. Pops it up a mile high down the left field line. That's going to go out of play. He's due for a big hit here. He's barreling it up. Just got to level it out. The 2-2. And he's going to ring him up on that one.
I don't know.
2-way. That'll bring up number 5, Mackay, top of the lineup. That puts number 13, Jake, on deck. Nobody on, 2-away. Pitch home. That'll miss in the dirt. 1-0's the count. Mackay digs back in, middle part of the box, up on the plate. The 1-0. Barrels that one up. Deep right field, and off the glove of the right fielder. Mackay's making his round. He's thinking 3. He's going to reach second, touch second. He's going, no brakes on. He's going to third, throw in, slides in, triple for Mackay. And that'll bring up number 13, your shortstop, Jake, and put number 10, Eli, on deck. That was a good hit by Mackay.
Yeah, you really got a barrel on that and took a right fielder by surprise there.
Pitch misses. 1-0's the count. The 1-0. And there for a strike. 1-1's the count. One ball, 1 strike. Pitch home. And that catches the outer half, says blue. 1-2's the count. Jake digs back in. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Kane's threatening, 90 feet away. The 1-2 offer. And that'll miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
To be fair, that was a pitch they've called a strike.
Yeah.
I don't know. You never know.
Deuce is wild. The 2-2. Little roper to the shortstop. He comes up, steps, fires. And
that was close.
Looked like he come off the bag there for a second there, but they'll get him. So they're going to request a check. It looked like he came off the bag from here.
Look like he even touched the bag when he caught that ball.
So they're talking about it here.
They're really confused here.
I don't know. Is that long of a call? They're going to call him out. Now, I can tell you what that was about here in just a second. We're going to go to the bottom of the 6th. You're watching Canes baseball here on the 2 Dads Sports Network. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back to Goldsboro. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Number 23 steps in for the Beast to lead things off this half inning. Jeremiah still towing the rubber for the Canes. First pitch in from Jeremiah. Swing and a miss for a strike. 0-1's the count. Eli still at third. Davis goes to second.
Well, it's too bad we didn't get that run in last inning because this would have been
Breaking ball sells high, yeah.
put a little pressure on the Beast here, but
Lucas is in left, Mason's in right, and I think that's the only defensive difference is fouled off down the third base line. 1-2's the count. The 1-2 offer. Breaking ball sits him down. Strike 3.
he just continues his domination through this order here.
And that's going to be the 11th strikeout for Jeremiah this game. That'll bring up number 21. He steps in from the right side. Righty-righty matchup here, one away. Pitch home. Pops it up, mile high. Eli gives it chase, but it's going to go out of play. 0-1's the count. And that one landed in the lake. Over, well, it's a sidewalk, but
it's the man-made lake over here in ECAP. It's a pretty, it's got stocked, it's a stocked lake, as I understand it.
The 0-1 offer. Miss high, 1-1. One ball, one strike. Jeremiah comes in, delivers. That'll miss in the dirt. 2-1.
It's going to be tough to come out and finish this inning and have time run out, I think. I guess if they scored some runs or something, but.
No, we don't want that.
No, of course not.
And the 2-1. Fouls it back. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2 offer.
Ooh, thought about it.
That's full count.
Oh, umpire's not even paying attention. Bryson's calling for a.
They're not full count.
Hey,
Was that a full count?
Was that full count?
Hey, was that a full count?
That's a full count, Blue.
Count. Hey!
All right, Blue says it was a walk. 1 away.
never walked on a 3 balls.
That'll miss, says Blue.
The only good thing about that is it burned about 2 minutes of chatting with him.
The 1-0.
That's the first guy in the bottom 4 of their order to not strike out. And I technically walked, but it was a special walk. We're going to put a little star on that one.
Yeah. Comes around, swings and misses. 1-1's the count.
I'm going to have to go rewatch that. I'm pretty sure that he threw 5 pitches to that kid.
Unless he called something I didn't see. The 1-1. That'll miss in the dirt. He's going to take off to second.
Well, your father's keeping book over there. He had it full count. You
Yeah.
had it full count. I had it full count.
Everybody had it full count by the umpire.
And we've got a lot of years of experience. We're legends in this booth.
Runner advances to second. The 2-1. Breaking pitch, misses. 3-1. That just did miss. The 3-1 offer. That'll sell high. That was ball 4. So that'll bring up number 3, your pitcher.
Right. Yeah, all right.
First pitch in, breaking ball misses. 1-0's the count. Yeah, that missed outside. The 1-0. Pops it up, foul. 1-1's the count. Heads up, back behind us. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners at first and second here in the bottom of the 6th. 1 away. Jeremiah still towing the rubber. Johnson at bat. Runners get their leads. The 1-1. Davis holding him on. He'll bounce off. That sells high. 2-1's the count. The 2-1. Nice pitch as he fouls that one off. 2-2 count. This will be a big out here to get that second out.
That's a great off-speed pitch there. Number 3 just got a piece of that just a little bit, Johnson.
Jeremiah comes set for the 2-2 offer. He steps off, worked the runner back to second. He had a pretty good-sized lead over there.
Got about 3 minutes and 45 seconds left in this game. If we can.
The 2-2 sells high, full count. Throw down to third. And stolen base.
Not 100% sure how he was safe there. Looked like we got him pretty clean, but.
So full count here with 1 out. Payoff pitch. And that'll miss for ball 4. And bases are juiced with 1 away. So about 3 minutes left in the game here. Bases are loaded. And that's going to bring up number 14. Pitch on. Breaking ball in there for a strike. 0-1's the count.
Jeremiah trying to find this groove again. Or 3 straight walks.
Well,
2.5.
The 0-1. Breaking ball fouled off. The 0-2. Tried to change his eyesight, see if he would chase. He laid off of it. 1-2's the count. The 1-2 offer. Breaking ball, a little toe tapper. Oh. And he bobbled it. That plate's a run on the error. He looked up to throw it. And the Beasts are on the board with 1 away. That'll bring up number 99 to the plate.
Tough play there.
Yeah, next play mentality right here. Bases juiced, 1 away.
If you're into, been playing 3-dimensional chess, and maybe he dropped the ball on purpose so we could burn 2 more minutes and get 2 outs really quick, that would have been a double play, almost like it would have extended the game there, I think.
The 1-0. And that catches the inner half for a strike. 0-1. Oh, yeah, that was a pretty pitch. Just caught the inner half, the 1-1. Got him to chase that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hey, that's the time, and he's at 95.
The 1-2. Misses inside, 2-2.
Trying to get Jeremiah through this game.
Yeah, that missed inside. Not a bad pitch.
Time
The
to
2-2, big out here. And he'll sit him down for out number 2.
12th strikeout of the game.
That is crazy.
And he looks like he's still just complete in control. Not phased at all with the weird walks. And
So 2 outs, bases juiced, 7-1 your score. Bottom of the 6th. Unofficially, the time has expired. Number 34 digs in. In there for a strike. 0-1's the count. And that'll be out number 3, and that's your ball game. And that was Jake took it himself, right?
yes, Jake unassisted there to out number 3. I will leave here believing that Jeremiah dropped that ball on purpose
to burn the time.
The time.
Maybe he did.
I'm gonna make the hot take right now and say that was on purpose.
Well, if it was, he did a great job of it. So the Canes come in, they take game 1, they take game 2. Now it's time for game 3. Game 3 will start probably in the next 15, 20 minutes, and hope we got enough battery to keep it going. If they win the next game, they go to the championship game. You've been watching Canes Baseball. I'm Coach Chris alongside Coach Eli. Goodbye, everybody.